Good evening, everybody. Let's get to it. It is Saturday, and I just want to briefly go over some things that are going on with the stimulus package for the virus that may possibly be available to certain Americans, depending on what you qualify for and what you don't qualify for, how much you make, and what your job already provides. So there's a article that says, here's what you can expect in regards to the stimulus package, and this article was on, I believe CNN, and this says the mercurynews.com, what you can expect to get from the U.S. government, coronavirus relief, and let's see some of the updates. Some things that already passed, March 4th, the vaccine research, and March 18th, certain things about sick leave and family leave, and 2-week paid sick leave for ill or quarantined workers. And the question is, who gets it? Not everyone gets it. Only people being tested or treated for the coronavirus have been diagnosed with it. Also eligible would be those who have been told by a doctor or government official to stay home because of exposure symptoms. So that's more so pertaining to the people who have already been affected directly by the virus. What does it pay? It says payments will be capped at $511 a day, roughly what someone makes, making $133,000 annually. Who pays for it? Your employers will begin to pay for it, and I believe on the back end they'll get some type of tax credits or deductions or something like that. 2-week paid sick leave for other workers. Who gets it? Workers with family members affected by the coronavirus and those schools who have closed. So that's pretty interesting because a lot of the schools have closed. Who does it pay? These workers will receive up to 2/3 of their pay, though that benefit is limited to $200 a day. Who pays for it? The same federal tax credit through employers will have to pay out the benefit up front. Which that kind of makes sense now that we're trying to figure out how would they pay us and how do we get it into our account. If your employers are paying it, they already have our account information. There's something on here about paid family leave and who would get it and those children's schools who have closed. These are all brief updates that they're still trying to get all of this passed. All the paperwork is not done. I believe the Senate is going to reconvene on Monday to work out the rest of the issues and the things that they have not gotten done yet. How long does this last? The benefit is supposed to last up to about 12 weeks, including 2 weeks of sick leave. Next, who pays for it? The business on the front end. The fine print, who's cut out? Employers who could exclude healthcare workers and emergency responders. So basically that means a lot of people work in the medical field who they need there. They're probably trying to exclude them from the paid leave and all of that, because if all of them leave, then a lot of patients and people who need medical care won't have access to it if all the medical employees all take leave at the same time. What if employers can't pay? Most of the 35 million American workers at small businesses don't currently get paid family leave. Small businesses fewer than 50 employees can apply for financial hardship waivers from the leave provisions affecting workers whose children are out of school. So there's still a way for them to get access to the funds to support their employees. What about large employers? Companies with more than 500 employees are exempt, but they usually already provide some pared back level of paid leave as well. So who else could this actually help? Part-time workers, self-employed, and those in the gig economy who don't particularly have paid sick or family leave. There's free testing, food stamps, and Medicaid. That stuff is in there as well. And there's still some other things on the table about the rebate checks, whether it's going to be $1,000 a month or $1,200 a month. And all of that is going to be depending on how much your household brings in. Of course, the more that your household brings in, the less that you'll probably receive as far as those rebate checks. And, it'll be a certain amount for each adult, and then also there'll be a certain amount for each child as well. But continue to watch your budget, continue to look at your account, see what you already have in place, and don't put your confidence or your budget on any of these numbers until you get it in hand. Until then, continue to look at what you have and base your funds off of that, and you can make it through. Be creative, get wisdom from other people who have been in these situations or can give you some better advice. There's more information coming out about this virus and positive things that we can do to help ourselves, which is not drink as many cold fluids. Try to drink a lot of warm fluids, warm water, hot tea. That will help with cutting down on a lot of mucus and phlegm and stuff in your system and flushing it through your body so your digestive system can get it out before it can get to your lungs. So continue to stay educated, continue to look up and find good healthy facts, stay positive, and continue to love one another. Thank you.